directly. That is synchronous. And asynchronous is when you put in some information and then you can get information later on. You can ask students to learn something. You can ask students to perform some assignments, take up some quizzes, all those things without you needing to be present at that very situation. So this is why we have a learning management system. I hope these things would have been covered by ma'am. I'm just giving a refresh for you before we go into that. So what can an LMS do? I'll just roughly go through this and what an LMS can do. LMS is used for teaching, learning, and evaluation. LMS is used for teaching, learning, and evaluation. This is a comprehensive LMS which contains everything into that. When you take Google Classroom for the sense, you can't use many tools that comes for evaluation. You can use Google Forms, but that is not actually integrated into Google Classroom. You can have only minimal amount of things. You can't use that for doing any kind of analytics or anything. Very basic amount of things. But Google Classroom can do that. We have been doing that. I'll show you when it comes to Moodle, like how many things that you can do. There are so many things that you can do. So what we can do in Moodle, in a proper LMS, not only Moodle, I'm talking about proper LMS, which we can manage courses, we can manage content, we can manage different type of activities, yes, like Canvas, yes, like Canvas. So we can manage different type of users and different type of roles. See, for example, we don't only have an admin, a student, or a teacher. No, we have different type of people inside the institution. We have the principal, we have vice principals, we have deans, we have HODs, coordinators, we have department managers, all these things. So we'll be able to manage different type of users, different type of roles, how we are going to track the particular student, how we are going to identify whether he's a slow learner or a fast learner, how we are going to see how he's engaged, and all the assessment and everything. We can create a repository of the content. We NAC wants this. Do you have a repository in the LMS? That's a question. There's a separate criteria for that for LMS itself. So you have different learning analytics, and obviously we have the supporting of synchronous and asynchronous learning. So this is what an LMS can do, and you will be seeing what things you can do. And for today's session, uh, uh, from IQAC and Father Principal told me not to overburden you with lots of information, a lot to overburden you. So this is going to be just an introduction to how Moodle can work and all these things. So coming back to why Moodle. So we were in the talks from ERP and Mr. Saran, and we were in the talks and we were discussing about why we need this type of LMS. And Mr. Saran was working with an LMS, and he was sharing with me his work and everything. He has done lots of work regarding the LMS, and we found that there were some things that we need to be scaled up. We need to introduce certain things, and that is when we decided that we can go through Moodle. We were comparing, we both comparing many type of LMS, and then we found that because in SJC we are using Moodle as a background, we call it Jostel, and we have found many things that benefited us in SJC. I'll be talking about that, so we can have a discussion also based on that. These are the list of LMSs, like learning management systems, which is available right now in 2025, which is a topmost LMS. And I have this comparison chart with you. We have the most popular LMS, which is called a Docebo. Docebo is used by many higher education institutions and some companies also. Second to that is Canvas. Canvas, and then we have Moodle, and likewise we have the remaining things. So why are we choosing Moodle? Moodle is a free platform. Moodle is free and open source. Open source in the sense is like we can edit it, we can change it, we can distribute it, we can do whatever we want with it, and we don't have to pay even a single rupee for that. We can change it however we want, and we can call it our own. This is what Moodle is for. We can host it inside our own institution. We can take it from somewhere else. We can do it, and we don't have to pay anything at all. We just have to maintain it on a server. That is a little bit advanced. That ERP people will do that for you. You don't have to do it for you. Whereas the other things comes, you have to pay a heavy subscription fee. This thing's heavy. It's not like normal subscription. It's like you have taxes, you have all these things, you have to pay a big subscription fees. Obviously, Google Classroom is free, but it is limited. Google Classroom is free, is limited. Canvas has to be paid a subscription, but it is expensive. It is easy to use, but it's expensive. Dosibo is very easy. It is very useful also, but it is very, very expensive. And that is why we're going into Moodle. Moodle, the only thing that Moodle lacks is that it is little, very, there's a learning curve for that. Once you start learning it, once you start adapting to it, it is the most useful tool that you will ever use, because maybe Kanayan sir also must have been using it. Primrose ma'am has used it. Primrose ma'am has also offered a value-added course in when she was here in St. Joseph College. So it'll be very easy for you to use it. I'll show you how it is. So that is why. So there are so many other features which Moodle has, and we'll be talking about that. Why Moodle? Moodle is open source. As I already told, Moodle is open source. And Moodle is very, very customizable. It's very customizable. Right now, I'm going to show you some Moodle platform. Minimum amount of customization was done because it's hosted on a third-party server. Saronan sir is working on hosting it inside the web, inside the college itself. So soon you'll be getting the LMS to be working inside the college, and it's very, very stable. Yeah, Moodle is developed by teachers. Teachers know like where, which option should be, how a teacher will benefit from this. So definitely it is very stable. And the most important thing is it has a good community. The reason why we chose Moodle is because it has a community of teachers. I have a forum there. I'm sorry, not me. Moodle has a forum there where I can go and post a question, even if it's a very silly question, if it's something like that. There are people who are there to help us so much. Like if I post a question like I don't know what this option is doing, I want to know what this option will do, and almost like in half a day or in one day you'll get a proper response, and many people come to add into that response. They're so cooperative and so happy, like they have the whole community. Oh, you're using Moodle, very good. I use Moodle too. Let us do this. Let us do this together. Let us make it beneficial for all the students and the teachers. And that is why Moodle is very stable. They have been releasing new versions every single year, so it will be very useful for us. And there's one thing called as scalability. People from computer science, from commerce, all these people, they know about something called as scalability. Scalability is when even when you have a small amount of people, it should work properly. Even when you grow up to have many things, many students, many activities, it should be supported. See, that is not the case with Google Classroom. Google Classroom, you'll have when the scale goes big, it'll be very, very difficult for us to manage. There'll be so many things on the screen. We won't be able to find where's your classroom, all these things. So scalability is very, very important. So Noodle, even if it's for a small group, if it's for a even for 10 people or for 20 people, it is very useful. Even if it's going for 2000 people, it is going to be scalable. That is very, very good and highly interoperable. Highly interoperable is that you have many features inside, you can use it. At first, it's going to be very, very daunting. It's going to be like, what is happening over there? I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to give you only the basic things of what we are going to do today. You're going to see that. It's very, very accessible. You don't have to be afraid of that, and it has multi-language capability. It has many plugins, more than 1,000 plugins, and everyday plugins are being created. Even if people know how to use PHP, computer science professors, all these people, they can They can also create plugins. ERPs can create plugins. You can personalize dashboard. You have different type of file management. All the different files can be done. Different type of activities can be done. And You can have SCOM packages. You can have H5P packages. All these type of things. So many things can be done. You can uh, you can entertain peer assessment. You can entertain self-assessment. There are so many features that are available there. We are not going to see all those features today. We are just going to see limited amount of features, and we have designed the sandbox for you. So you can start working on that also. Yeah. So coming to this, have you used Swayam? Have you used Swayam? You can use it in the, you can type in the chat box. Sir, am I audible, sir? Yeah.
Yes, sir, we can
Yeah, yeah.
hear you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. See, we have used Swayam, right? Do you know that Swayam is based on Moodle? Do you know that Swayam is based on Moodle? Yes. Swayam itself, there are so many, I can refer like so many different universities, so many people which are using Moodle. But I know that you have definitely used Swayam, and Swayam is using a heavily customized version of Moodle. They're using it for themselves. They have designed it in such a way that lots of features are different. So that is why we have chosen Moodle. So before we can go into the next section, I would like you to answer one more question. So this is for your ease. I sent a link again to your device to the chat window. What is LMS? Expand LMS. Nice. Very good. So many people are listening to what I'm speaking. Yes, very good. At least you're answering. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So learning management. LMS means it's a learning management system. Very good. Thank you. We'll lock the poll for now. We'll come back. Okay. See, definitely, I expected some people would definitely answer like learning made simple, local Moodle setup. Some people even may have answered let me sleep, but I think all are active today. Learning management system is the correct answer. LMS means learning management system. This was just for fun. Yeah, thank you so much. So we'll go back to our presentation. See, the next part of the presentation is about JOSTL. JOSTL stands for Joseph Technology Enhanced Learning. And the reason why I'm giving this here is because uh, Father Principal and I we are talking about that. And Father asked me, how did it go when you introduced the LMS in your college? How did it go? Because Father is very, very eager. And he also told me that many people are eager to uh, use this LMS. It is very needed for this, needed for the hour, as already what you have said. Yes. But when we wanted to start this LMS, we had a very, very big plan ahead because we were already using LMS, different type of LMS, like you said, Google Classroom. Some people may have been using very, very basic version of Moodle. Then we had Edmodo. We have been using it. We all wanted to make it streamlined, and we wanted to make it a process